Oh, yeah, I think we're live.
I feel.
Check. Let me check. Oh, actually,
I mean,
I can do it on my
and I
phone.
got to figure out how to do the chat proper.
Oh, hit mute.
Hit mute. What?
Yeah, that way I'm not hearing everybody twice.
Oh.
You just hit the speaker button. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's what I said. I muted it.
No, Brandon punched a speaker. It just broke the speaker.
I'm actually going to warm up my brisket. Hold up. Give me 1 second.
Or
It's going to be like 30 seconds. Chill out, dog.
1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi.
All right.
2 Mississippi.
3 Mississippi. Mel gets so mad when I do that. Start counting. Alright. Sorry, everybody, about the late start. We're about 50 minutes later than projected, but the schedule does say 9. So, are we really late or are we early? So, we are missing Anagron. He will be played by the dashing Stash Daddy, yours truly. So, we are going to be getting in it in a short second. My man's heating up the meat.
That
Warming
sounded
it up.
so wrong.
It was meant to be. So
Exactly.
he's going to get back in it here in a second, and we will start off this amazing session of Thorabine Unseen. I still got a lot of shit to do for the stream. I got a whole big ass list. So come now or forever hold your peace. Oh. Thank chat to this chat.
My meat has been warmed.
Pixar didn't have.
You want me to send you pics of my meat?
I mean, I would love it, but anywho, okay. So, last we left off, the gang just finished talking with Gorn and making a plan, and they met a trusty, untrusty, dusty traveler in the tavern. He claims to have been sent by Gorn to help escort them around the city, and there he's going to tag along and make sure they get to Alonard safe and sound. During this time, they had a couple of days of little free time, so they decided to go on shopping spree, like every good group that just met does. And they came across the bronze kneecap, Jetter, the old and human that has lost a hand in some type of war and replaced it with his trusty blacksmith hammer. He's known, or his family, I should say, for making the most beautiful and elegant and functional, warming, cooling, and comfortable kneecap in all of Pitta. And through a little bit of hustle, a little bit of naming, and a little bit of, a little side chatta, 3 of them got glorious kneecaps. Vanessa, Rachel, and Kelly. But yeah, Kelly. Then the other person went to go talk to Meredith, the trusty shopkeep of smoke bombs, that is blind and has an alternate personality that she does discuss decisions with. She may not be great with math or easy on the eyes, but she warms up your heart. Now, a couple of days have passed, and they are going to go into the sewers with their other trusty guide, Geary, who they first met in the very beginning in the fight arena when the rifts first opened up in Pitta. So, grab your friends, grab your family, and grab yourself. And this next session of Thorabine Unseen. Alright. So, like I just explained a couple times, y'all are about to go into the sewer system of Gorn because y'all have to escape the city without really being noticed because of the lockdown that it's under. It's Anagron, Echo, Soul, Jonathan, Inferno, and Geary, and Kelly, Rachel, and Vanessa. Can't forget them. So y'all are about to step into the sewers, and y'all bought boots. Do you
Rubber
remember
boots.
that? Yep.
Rubber boots.
Anything else? Are y'all ready to go?
Do we have time for lunch before we go?
Lunch? Probably not. It's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Relatively
Ah.
early. Y'all had breakfast.
Got my kneecap on real tight.
I think better so she got you real tight.
Hey, you know what it is,
Can I
boy.
move my-
Jeez.
Can I move my kneecap up to my shoulder?
Can I move my kneecap like in my groin area?
Can I just climb inside my kneecap and live in it?
You can move the kneecap to the shoulder, but I don't know how much the kneecap will appreciate.
Well, I'd like to. Yeah. I just want to wait. Okay, I'll wait to see how deep the water is, or whatever it is in these sewers.
Okay. So, are y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So, fuck, how did Gary sound?
Okay, don't worry.
Are y'all ready to go in the shitter? That's not her, but it is today.
Yes.
Yes.
So Gary gives y'all a little wink, and she picks up the little manhole cover and just hops right in, and hear a little.
Do I already have my rubber boots on, or do I have to put them on?
Those little things. Don't worry about. If you want them on, they're on. If you don't want them on, they're not on. Those
Gotcha.
are
They're on.
noted.
They're on. I give her a second to move over, and then I hop down.
I will go down.
I'm jumping down to
Hello, my name's
and I smash everybody.
God.
You said you shoot everybody?
Yeah, I splashed everybody when
Oh, I
I
thought
go
you
down.
said you shoot everybody. I was like, God damn it, Kenny, not again.
Jeez.
No.
So Anagron like clicks his little rubber boots and here we go. Step down. So I imagine Anagron's like a type of rusty like, let's get this over with, as he stares off in the distance and thinks about other times. So as y'all hop down, the sewer system definitely wasn't here when the giants came here, because this is more of a dwarven sized, as you can imagine, shitter hole. And it's kind of carved out of the stone, as you can imagine. It has a main central line for the water. Where y'all landed wasn't shit water, it was water. It's not overly smelly, but you do get the faint hints of fecal matter that has been fermenting in the corners a little bit on the heavier flow days here. And Gary just starts trotting off. And as Gary's walking, she does explain to y'all a little bit of the history of Pitta. Ooh, look, let's open. She describes.
Is it dark down here?
Relatively dark. You have like the different sewer systems that are connected to it, so like your manholes and your other type of gates like that. So you get lights coming in enough that you're not really blind, but it's not like a torch by your face, you know. You can see where you're going, you can see where you came, and you see enough not to trip over and splash and poop water. So as you go, she explains how there's a couple of wars with the giants, and after the 12 noble families got rid of the giants, they had a civil war with the non-noble families. What ended up happening was a divide. The 12 nobles kind of looked down upon, and they still kind of do, as the side branch families, and the side branches had enough. So there was a civil war within the dwarven houses, which caused more of a less shitting on the side families as an outcome. A couple of the noble families hierarchies got killed off, and they didn't necessarily want to completely kill off the main families, but they did want to get respect and also let them know that you're not able just to shit on us whenever you want. And during the first couple of wars with the giants, it is noted that the dwarves did ask for help from the other major cities that were around at the time. You had Alonard for the elves. You had Fryn, which was for the gnomes and the God damn it, where are you? Halfling. There we go. And you had and that was kind of near the southwest, and then to the east you had, where's it at? Motherfucker. Anyways, so you had the half-orcs over there. Those are kind of like the first kind of major cities that were being built way back when Thorabine first happened. Oh, and right to the east, you have Yule, which is the human capital. No one really helped them. They were kind of like, that's your fucking problem. You know, they weren't really a city yet. Pitta was. They were kind of like trying to make their own namesake. Before that, they lived in their smaller clans, and the 12 noble ones were the biggest ones. And they believed that the one of the 4 chaos gods, Ella, is the one that made those 12 clans. There were the 12 original dwarven clans that were made by her to start the dwarven race years ago. And that's what their belief was. So, after a little ways, the lights slowly start to twinkle less and less and less. And Geary strikes up a torch because as y'all go further out, the sewer system becomes a little bit more scarce. So the walls before were kind of structured a little bit more nicer. They had more framework, more things holding up, and then it slowly kind of gets a little bit more rugged, a little bit more rough. And then you start to see a little bit of a clearing up ahead after a couple of hours of going through the sewer system. Is there anything y'all want to ask Geary or do anything with before we move on?
What's your story, Geary?
Huh?
I mean,
How did you get here? What is your story?
Well, my story is a little bit of a mess. My mother was a whore, and my father was a side branch kind of nobody. And after they found out that he further polluted the family name with a whore, because my main side family, they were one of the ones that started the revolt that thought that they were they should have been one of the main families. So during that time, and this was a couple of 100 years ago, they were arguing with the main families, and my father decided to have relations with the prostitute whore mother. So during that time, he knew if I was raised with him, then I would be, at best, ridiculed and banished, at worst, probably killed off. So he sent me with my whore mother. And after she had me, they did find out about their little affair, and they sent assassins to cut off the loose ends. But during that time, my mother kind of got hold of the information from my father and sent me off to an orphanage here in Pitta. And that's pretty much where I was raised.
I see.
But other than that, it's all chipper. Shit happens to everybody.
Yes, it does.
What about you? Why are you so weird?
Me? You asking why I'm weird?
Yeah.
Just a weird person. Just actually a weird person.
Yeah, no, we get that. We see it.
Okay. Thanks for recognizing that.
But no. What caused you? So you were born weird. You came out the womb looking in corners and dark shadows and just gloomy.
As I look in another corner to see if I can see something. Wait, do I see anything?
You see a dark like corner. And then just regular
tell me
shadow.
it's a dark shadow, boy. I just I don't know. I just have a feeling that something's following me sometimes.
Hmm.
And I've always been that paranoid.
And what gives you that thought? I mean, you can't just randomly be like, people be following me. What have you seen? Oh, watch out. There's a large shit. She does a little hop.
Can I like break the ankles of this little shit in front of me? Just do like a fucking.
If you want to roll.
Yes, I do. What?
Roll
what
a
am I got?
dexterity check or acrobatics.
Okay.
Well, what are you proficient in?
Athletics.
You can do athletics if you want to.
You're proficient in acrobatics too.
Well, I got a +2 in acrobatics, so I have a +5 in athletics. I got a 12.
You do break the hypothetical imaginary ankles of the ship.
Good. I just fucking just cross up the fucking little shit on the ground.
Once was solid is now liquid because you broke it so hard it turned into a different state of matter.
Good.
And she turns back and she says, "That's exactly what I'm talking about."
It's all because I think somebody's following me.
And when you juke, you know, like the basketball players, a little. That's what you hear. Just hear
There's a little fucking little squeak sound coming from my
and then you
ears.
see Jonathan brush off his J's and he keeps walking.
Little fire comes out a little bit.
Yeah, a
from the
little
squeak.
spark. All right, so you're just not gonna tell me, huh? You're just gonna keep juking shit?
They're just. I gotta get comfortable. I gotta get comfortable enough in my situation before I can start telling people my story.
Ah, a little comfy, huh? Well, we'll be bedding down for the night soon.
Whoa.
I gotta get to a point where I can trust everybody I'm around.
I got you. Okay.
I think Gary wants you to trust her real well.
I mean, we'll see how that goes.
Ooh.
So fucking weird. Anything else?
You're the one that see me juke some shit on the ground.
Y'all want to say anything else?
Nope, I'm just enjoying the weirdness.
So, Kenny,
Yeah,
what
I
are
had
you? I mean,
had my
Echo.
interaction.
Sorry. Wait, what'd you say? Oh, okay. Are you like? Gary looks at you, and kind of looks at you weird.
I'm an elf today.
And she kind of looks at you, and you see her have like a what the fuck look, and she's like, "Well, can I ask you a question, elf, human, dwarf, person?"
Sure.
Well, what's with you? Why you keep changing? Is it like are you sick or something, or like you have personalities, or you just like talking to yourself? Like what do I call you Echo? Do I call you Sherry? What is?
You keep calling me Echo. I feel comfortable when I look like other people.
Oh. Well, I know about a 4-foot dwarven woman that will make you feel extremely comfortable. My orphan
Hey,
sister.
yo.
Well, when we get back, maybe we could go get some soup or something.
When you say soup, her smile and like her wink goes away, and she just kind of turns around. Yeah, maybe. Soup. You hear her just say soup. Who the fucking likes the soup?
Not soup. Fucking stew.
I'm the weird one.
Alright, so so y'all make it through the sewers, and so I want the viewers to see also. I should be able to. What the fuck did my folder go? There you are. Do y'all know where the map is located in the Discord? Or, I mean, are y'all watching the stream? That also is extremely...
I am. I'm
Alright.
watching the stream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the stream
same.
too.
Okay, let's see. See if this works the way I think it should work.
But the stream is way behind where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. That's fine. It is showing the wrong thing. So let me switch this real quick.
Oh, I switched to the stream and started reading the chat. It's Ghost Rider.
Yeah, you know what it is. You know the vibes.
Uh,
Make a wish Ghost Rider out here.
Motherfucker, you're the one.
To hide your prawn there, Justin.
I'm a prom.
Prawn.
Where is this shit? I'm so sorry, chat. I'm trying to let y'all experience what I'm trying to let them experience. Alright, what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're just gonna add a new fucking window capture here, real quick.
Bird.
But y'all are gonna come out of the, sorry, I had to say northeast, southwest, western side of Pitta. So y'all are still in like the ass end of the mountainous terrain, and y'all are, here we go. Here we fudging go. We put this up. Extremely. Right here, that is Pitta. So that is where they had just came out of. So they are kind of in the base of the mountain range, and that little section right there of Pitta. Excuse me. So that's kind of like the world map right here. You see the cities that I spoke about before. The main ones were, I'm sorry, it was not Friend, it was Muck. You have Muck, Alonard, Rutan, Yule, and Krulas. Those were the main ones. And then Pitta, Espir, Friend, and Yanta came later. A little bit of lore. Alright. Let's go back. God, stream elements can eat it back. Okay, so y'all are popping out on the western side. Doop, doop. And she shows you the kind of like the trail that y'all are gonna go. So it is going to take approximately, y'all have horses that was set up. Probably gonna take to travel that far a couple of weeks to get to Alonard, because you have to travel over that little land bridge and bridge, the bridge over the river right there. So it's gonna take a little bit. Then Alonard is on actually a cliffside, pretty big one. So it is going to be.
So we can't take a boat.
Huh?
So we can't take a boat.
There'd be no way of you getting to Alonard through a boat necessarily. But pretty much no, because this was not set up for a boat. It was set up for horseback. You know, you can ask, and she'll just be like, no. You get what you get, you don't fit. All right. So, I would like one of y'all to roll a D20.
Just a regular D20?
Yep.
I'll let one of y'all have the luck. It ain't me.
I'll do it.
This is nothing to do with luck. This is to do an encounter.
I stole it.
We are rolling.
Oh, I got a 12.
You got a 12? Let me check my little thingy. Ooh, spicy. Okay, so y'all have been on the road a couple of days. You found out a little bit more about Gary's likes and stuff. She's not a soup gal. She's more of a, I don't know, little meat and potato gal. And
Salad.
she bets that she can drink all of y'all under the table. So y'all have just been shooting shit, traveling. Y'all ran into a couple other people that have been traveling, and they're mostly traders. They didn't really have anything for trade per se. They're kind of like setting up shop in Pitta, hopefully, because they're coming from Alonard. So you hear a couple more talks about strange goings in the farms around Alonard before the initial war started on it. So they described that a couple of the farms, all of a sudden one day, different people that went to the main city and came back, they came back to the whole farm completely drained of life. Any cattle, any humans, all of that was just completely shriveled up and like the life essence stolen. And there was weird markings that were around the town. That's about the most information. And then they say a little bit more about the war that happened on Alonard. They said a giant rift opened up, and different beings, fiends, creatures, monstrosities just kind of started falling from the skies, and other rifts started opening up around Alonard itself. But after a couple of days of this happening, the guard and Alonard destroyed the beings, and then they closed the rifts themselves. And the people that you're talking to aren't magic savvy. All they said was, wizards point boom boom stick in sky, and magic, So
This is my boom boom stick.
But it's getting late now on the fourth night, and y'all hear a little bit of crying, like an infant crying off in the distance.
I'm crying.
Ooh. Wait. Is it on the road or?
Yes and no.
Yes. Goddamn.
Like this road,
All right.
it's like it might be on the road up ahead. If it's not on the road up ahead, it's probably off a little bit.
I turn to Jonathan and Soul and say, I'm going to go check that out. If y'all want to come, follow me.
You said it's
If you want
getting
to
late,
stay,
right?
then stay.
Like what do you think are like around what time it is?
It is.
Is it dark out?
It's yeah. It's like the sun setting.
Okay.
Y'all
So
there-
they're still like.
Y'all were going to look for a place to camp here, maybe in the next hour or two.
We should probably set up camp first before we check that out.
Don't even hesitate. I'm going with Echo.
Okay, I will go with you.
And Gary's like, "You fucking hear that shit?" And then she
Gary,
looks.
I'm
and
sorry.
She looks back and saw an Echo already going off. She's like, "What the fuck? Why? It's a fucking baby in the woods. What positive outcome could come from a baby in the woods? What story have you ever heard of a baby in the woods equaled a baby in the woods?"
Again, I am the weird
Alright.
one. I don't agree, but I don't want them to die. So I should probably go. Help them.
Yeah, she's like, "Don't leave me with this fucking weirdo."
Hi, Gary.
So, as y'all
Fucking cough.
as y'all are going into this wooded area, y'all can't bring the horses. It's a little bit too thick of brush. So y'all tie off the horses and y'all start walking, and you hear the crying getting a little bit more louder and louder, and you hear a little bit of chanting with the crying.
As we get closer, I'm going to drop into stealth.
I'm gonna cast.
Roll with advantage. I'm curious what you're gonna get, Kenny. If you don't get a natural one twice, you'll be okay. I just want to see what the dice is looking.
14 and a 10.
Okie dokie. Yep, you're stealthing.
I got close to a 1 though, because without the bonus, I got a 3.
Awesome. Let me start loading up this one.
Okay.
Y'all can talk.
I want to use my action to create a packed weapon, which this time would be a great sword.
Oh, describe how
Yeah.
you get this great sword, how it looks.
All right, so I want to like kind of different from last time. I just want to like shove my hand into a like galaxy type portal rift thing, and then just like bring out a great sword. I want it to mostly look like a galaxy, but right where I guess the hilt is, I want that to look like a like a black hole, like with the event horizon, and that's making up the crossguard in the center of it.
That's pretty fucking cool.
That is really cool. So, as Kenny goes stealth and fucking Soul's just creates a little black hole, fucking great sword. You doing anything, El Jonathan, though?
Yeah, I think what I would do is I'll take my chain whip off of my chest and wrap it around my arm, and pretty much just like setting it up for an attack.
Oh, okay. Are you activating your?
No, not yet. Not yet. I don't want them to see the fire coming out of the woods yet.
Dope.
I would like to like whisper to the group, like I can run distraction if y'all want to head for stealth or something.
Group.
Should we see what
I
it
whisper,
is?
I'm
first?
already there.
We don't know exactly like what's going on here.
So we should all try to sneak in.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so
I would also like to go for stealth.
everybody roll for stealth, other than Kenny.
Is it just a 20?
Yeah.
Oof. I got a 6.
Okay.
I got a motherfucking 5, boy.
Nice,
Hey,
nice.
let's
Oh, yeah.
go.
And I got to roll for
Eerie.
For
And-
Aragorn. Or Aragorn.
Oh yeah, I forgot that guy.
What we were thinking, fucking dragons, Aragorn.
okay. First one was a 5. So as y'all are stealthing and getting closer, the chanting are getting louder, and the baby is crying more and more and more. And you slowly start hearing the baby's voice go from like a baby's cry to start having hints of like a fiendish like. And
Okay,
it
that's
starts
enough for me.
getting a little bit
Fuck
deeper
yeah.
and deeper. And y'all come up on a campsite. And in roll 20, you will see what I be speaking. So you'll come up on this campsite, and there's torches that are lit around, and then y'all see kind of in. Where the fuck is the Oh, I think I could just hold it. Yeah, there it is. Y'all see like over here a body, and the body is like shriveled up. It looks like all the nutrients and like life was just sucked out of it. And in this direction, y'all hear the chanting going more and more and more and more.
Sounds very not bueno to me.
You hear Anagron say behind y'all, well, if it's an actual infant, we can't just leave him to whatever is beholding his fate. We have to try to do something to save him.
I agree.
I also agree. These sins need to be punished.
Yeah, fuck that. Just kidding.
Not the baby. I didn't say anything about the baby.
The baby's the sinner.
Let me roll Yuri's self.
There it is.
Wow, she got a 1 and a 2, but that put her at 14.
Ooh.
Oh, we were supposed to roll with advantage?
She can
Wait.
roll with advantage.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
I'm like, sheesh.
Yeah, I was like, I'll try not to get a 6.
Okay, so what type of formation are y'all coming up on this camp?
So.
Where'd you say they were
Probably
gathered
would
at again?
be-
They were gathered like in the middle of like
You don't know. You hear
Oh, we don't know. Okay.
nope, you hear the voices coming from like this area over here in this direction. The chanting and the crying. But y'all don't have
Okay.
any visual anything other than a corpse or two over here are like shriveled up and drained of all life.
You
I'd probably be near the front, if anything.
Well, pick up your
unless you
little
want to do like
character.
you want to do like a
So-
2 and 2 kind of situation, so where it's not just like one person on each side. It could be like 2 people together.
Well, right now the
figure-
path that y'all are in is only the trail itself is a 1x1. You have like trees and shit on the
Okay.
side. But y'all can, if you wanted to, go where the other things are. It just might take some more rolls to see if you can get through the foliage quietly.
So I'm gonna try to. So I'm gonna squeeze by them and come up over here to see if I can see anything. But that's a long way.
60 feet unless you use like a bonus action as your movement.
Oh yeah, he has dash. That's not that
Yeah.
big of a deal.
Okay.
As you get to about here, Kenny, the bodies on the ground, they're not dead. And
Oh,
make a perception check. Well, this would be an investigation. No, I'm
all
sorry.
right.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Well,
you got my hopes up.
you can do investigation if you want to stop right here. You can do perception if you want to continue to go there.
All right, I'll stop over here.
Okay.
So right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this would be your turn.
All right. Does it have to do anything? Oh, never mind. That's to recall information for advantage. So I just get a straight up roll. 16.
So, are you? Let me look what you're proficient. It might give you.
A lot of shit. Because I'm proficient in investigation.
Well, that's. Hold on. That's not what I'm getting.
Okay. I can list them off for you.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm
Okay.
already there. Because Echo, which you might. I don't know if you will. It's gonna be in. Well, fuck, you have advantage on it, so you're not proficient. But so you're experienced enough with the arcane to realize they're suffering. Huh?
So all those advantage ones, that's just for recalling information about fae, fiends, or undead.
Okay, never mind. So with your investigation, you do notice that they're still alive and their situation is slowly getting worse. At first glance, you just thought it was a dead, shriveled up body, but you can see like the skin itself and the muscles, they're not fully gone, and like the skin's not fully like wrapped around the bones, but it's getting there. You see a slow progression of this human getting all the life drained out of him. And he's letting out like soft like groans.
All right. Since I see that, I'm gonna signal to Soul to try to sneak up here with me, so that maybe he can heal them.
So right now, that was your action to go up there and investigate. Like your movement, and then your action was to investigate. Before that happened, we're gonna let everyone else get a chance to maybe do what they want to do. Gary is gonna move up here. Anagron,
I think I'm gonna probably move with Gary.
Anagron's probably gonna move up here to see what you were doing, Kenny. To check that out.
All right.
And then you said you wanted to be up here.
Yeah, I was gonna move like with Gary. Yeah.
What about you, Soul?
Mm. I will.
So, Soul, you do see the person on the ground.
Hmm.
Do I see him from where I am, or no?
All of y'all saw.
Okay.
Okay. So, if I saw that person, I would probably try to go check on him.
Okay.
Because I'm proficient with medicine, so I would probably try to discern it. Well, yeah, because I know nothing of him, so I'd like to make a medicine check to see if they're actually dead or not, unless I can just see that.
Okay, and then before that, one other thing, Kenny, that you noticed is there is like light glowing runes, like a crown around his head, and kind of like going down his body, spaced out periodically.
Ooh.
So like written on them, or like floating above the body like a spell.
I mean, it's magical, definitely, but it's not floating. It's on their skin.
Okay.
Hmm.
So do I make my medicine check?
Yeah, sorry.
It is 18.
So
Bam.
you definitely get a sense that this guy is pretty close to death. Like another couple of minutes, and there's not going to be much more to give to whatever is happening. And then you also notice that there's no mortal wounds on him. There's no like fucking bludgeony slashes, nothing, no strangle marks, anything. It looks like that he just like dropped where he was.
Hmm. Can I use a bonus action to try to heal him for 1d6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one more second. Sorry. It's gonna be the next round. So everyone can do another action and like movement or whatever, and then it will be all at the same time. So if you want to start off with healing, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to start off with using one of my d6s. Try to heal him. Is 3.
Okay, so as you see Soul comes up and he does this check, you see him kind of like start to do like in which spell is this?
It's not a spell, it's a feature for being a Guardian Asimar, Healing Light.
So you start seeing him do like an enchantment, and you see like his greatsword on his back starts glowing a little bit. Like the horizon on it starts getting a little bit brighter and brighter. And you see kind of like a kind of a little cocoon over the individual on the ground, and you see in his body it starts to get a little bit. Still looks rough, but he definitely doesn't look on death's doorstep anymore. And as this happens, you see the man on the ground, his eyes like kind of slowly open up, and he looks at you, and all he mutters is
I'm gonna
"Run,"
immediately put my.
and then he passes out.
He's still alive, right? He's just knocked out.
Yeah, like he's still breathing and everything, but and then another thing you notice is once he starts getting that health back, the runes on him grow a little bit brighter. And the level of speed at which he's getting drained kind of picks up a little. Like before, you could tell like it was a little really slow. Now it looks like it's a little bit fast.
Mm-hmm.
But that soul, Echo, you see this happening. Jonathan and Anagron also see it. Gary doesn't. He's gonna move up there, and let me make some stealth checks for her. She did move through the
river.
Yeah.
Or creek.
That's 26 and a 30. He's cool. Good.
Jesus.
All right. Since I saw Soul come up here and heal this guy, I'm gonna move to right there.
Okay. So right in front of you is like a little cliff area, and you see some right here and right here or trees that were cut down, and past it you start to see the top of a hooded figure.
Can I see what he's doing?
You see like the top of his head.
Oh, okay.
You're looking down on him?
Like he's like the guy is like 8 feet up. Like you have this little ledge up here, a couple steps, and then you have another couple steps. Each step's about like maybe like a foot. So he's about 6 or 7 feet higher up on elevation than. So you see like the top of his heads, because you still have other stuff here like bonfires and campfire and logs, and you're sitting and stuff that's kind of objecting your way. But you do know the chanting is coming from him. The way he's moving is kind of following the mannerism of the words you're hearing. And do any of y'all understand Abyssal?
Not
Nope.
me.
No.
Let me check our boy.
I have Celestial.
Okay, so y'all don't understand what he's saying, but all you'll hear is like deep tones and words. So more like a do like more deep throat type of sounding, and then chanting is getting more and more and more as y'all are been doing what y'all are doing.
Does it sound like that he's the only one chanting, or does it sound like there's multiple voices?
Right now, it just sounds like him. You do hear the baby, and the baby is slowly. When y'all first came here, it was like 10% not baby and 90% baby. Now it's like 60-40. And the tone is slowly going from like a baby to like a deeper baby, like a deeper tone.
So it's getting more guttural.
Like you still hear a baby cry, but instead of going like "wah," it's like "wah."
The baby turning into the Hulk. Just progressively just getting like darker.
I practiced that in the shower, by the way.
I believe it.
Must have been confusing.
Just aggressively throwing up.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh god,
So as that happens, Anagron is going to go over near you, Soul,
Mhm.
and kind of ask if you know what might be happening.
So as far as I can tell is this rune is draining his health, and it seems like the more health this person has, the faster it drains. And I honestly don't know how to fix it. That's all I can discern right now.
And Anagron goes, well, shit, that's not good. And then he's going to probably come up here because, well, hold on, let me measure that. I mean, he has a dash, so that's fine. But he does have to make a stealth check. Oh, Kenny, make a stealth check.
Mhm.
Did you?
I did not. So that one was a 9.
Oh,
Is it with advantage?
no, not this one. I don't know why I rolled twice for Anagron. So,
Pretty good both times.
yeah. That's all the good rolls he gets for the day. So, as Kenny walks through it, the chanting starts to pick up. Starts
Uh-oh.
to increase in speed. And
So he heard my footsteps.
and as that happens, you'll hear like a very loud, sickening, like bone snap. And once you hear that loud snap, you hear the baby scream out, and
God damn it.
you just hear like a deep, like just coming from him. The baby, not the guy. Like it went from like a baby's cry and slowly progressed into a deep guttural like groan.
Mm.
Jonathan
That's-
Inferno, you have not moved yet.
Sounds very grotesque. I think what I would do first is I'm probably gonna move by my soul because I see this person. I see him healing him, and I see him like his runes grow brighter and everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to soul, go over here, and on the guy, I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands Pool. Which is a healing power. I can touch a creature to restore any number of HP in the pool, or 5 HP to cure a disease or neutralize a poison effect.
I got you.
Yeah, so touch a creature restoring HP in the pool. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. You know what? Actually, yes, because this is I only get one of these. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this. I guess I'm just gonna heal him for 5 HP.
Okay, so do you want to describe how your healing works? Because you're Hellfire. So
Yeah, so essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast my hands kind of in a small flame, and like, it's not gonna burn him, but like just trying to like put it like over like a little bit over his chest area, and just pretty much try to cast a little bit of that energy inside of him so he can fight off any whatever he's essentially fighting right now
is your
with the
whip
runes.
still on fire?
It's just my hands. It's around like my wrist area. It's actually like on my hand. It's on my my wrist.
Well, yeah. Did you light your whip though when y'all came in?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't.
okay.
It was just the chain.
So as like you see Jonathan get his hands out, like you see this fire come from within him. You see it kind of disperse over the area over the man, and you see slowly as it goes into his body, his skinniness, I guess, gets a little bit more healthier, and he's looking not too bad. But as you do that, the runes now are bright, like purple.
I have a feeling we're just helping speed up their thing.
And
Their ritual.
the guy wakes up again because y'all keep waking up, yelling at him. And he just looks at you. Run, you fools! And he starts to get up, and then the runes start lighting up more and more and more, and it starts draining him. And you start seeing like this, like him shrinking back.
Oh, is he still awake?
Yeah, he's still awake.
Okay.
Very much pain.
Okay, I want to stand above him and just ask him, okay, what is going on?
As he tries to describe to you what's happening, all that really gets out is run again, and then something about a cloaked masked man. Like he's like very much hurting, so like getting words out is not something that's as easy like a normal conversation. As that happens, though, you hear another loud snap. And you hear another from like baby a little bit to like the guttural, and then you hear and feel like a big tremor and like a big.
I turn to Soul. Okay, I think we've helped him as much as we can right now. We need to go figure out what's happening.
So, and as that happens, Geary moves up
Geary.
to the next ledge, and you hear a shout at y'all. Y'all are gonna want to come up here, and you see her start taking out her bow.
Can I move across like the river to be kind of near Echo?
Yeah,
Here?
you don't have to roll stealth anymore. And yes, as y'all healed, you hear the guy up there get louder and louder and louder. And then for what y'all can see, his hands start coming up more and more and more. And around his hands, he's kind of like the same type of runes that are around the man on the ground. And they're growing brighter and brighter. And from the runes itself, they're channeling like down at his feet to something.
Is there a way like one of us can like run up there and like fucking trip his ass so he falls down like the cliff behind him?
Yes, you can try to run up there.
Well, okay, so no. So essentially we're like he's like up.
Sorry, go on.
He's up like
he's
over here somewhere, right? Like he's like in like he's up there. Oh, that's right.
You see the little red guy?
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's him right there. So
I thought for some reason he was like above us. Never mind.
This is an elevation. Okay. Each is about 4 feet. So like he's about 4 feet above Geary, about 8 feet above y'all. So y'all can see like maybe like eyes up, and he's in the dark cloak. So above his head, you can't really make out too much, but you do see his arms and hands kind of up, and it gets louder and louder and louder.
So if we get over here where I'm pinging, can we actually scale that since it's not very high?
Yeah, but it might take like a turn to do it, or a bonus action or something. I mean, it's not like a. Well, let me look something up. Fuck it.
Because
it's stupid.
It's half of your movement, right?
Yeah, we're just not. Would not even do that. It's like a 4 or 5 foot wall. Let's do 10. Takes 10 movement. Let's just keep it going. So if you wanted to, just use 10 of your movement and you could climb up.
All right, so I'm gonna move over here to Geary, and then again to right there, and use my bonus to dash. Get closer. So you said it would use 10, so I could actually get right next to him.
So as you go on this ledge, what you see is a. Come on now. Oh, I have to go. What you see on the ground is kind of like a now half baby. So you see like this black and like red now stained baby, and like you see his legs are broken and out, and then his legs so they're growing like more muscular and tendrils and getting thicker and bigger and more hairier. You see like the top half of him, his chest is starting to break open and stuff. And the baby's just screaming on the ground, and his arms are broken in which ways, and his eyes are completely rolled back in his head. And you see like the skull starting to crack open now. And you see the guy, he's just chanting more and more and more. And then as that happens, it'll be a roll initiative situation.
Real quick, DM.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the thing for being a Guardian ASMR. I can't find where it says I use my action to sprout rings and do that other stuff.
Let's see. Stuff right here.
Yeah.
And where did you see that you could do that? Do you know what it was called?
I don't remember what it was called, but it's because I'm an ASMR, and I think it starts at level 3.
If it's a ASMR thing, then Jonathan Inferno would have it too.
Well, it depends.
No,
He's subclass.
but he's not a level 3 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not know. Class. Okay, racial trait could be there. Beat none class. No, it should be under rate or.
It's called Radiant Soul. Starting at 3rd level, you can use your action to unleash divine energy within you, causing your eyes to glimmer. 2 luminous incorporeal wings start to, or have them sprout from your back. Transformation lasts 1 minute, or until I end it with the bonus action. During that, I have a flying speed of 30, and once on each of my turns, I can deal extra radiant damage to one target when I deal damage to it with an attack or a spell. The extra radiant damage equals my level, and then once you use this trait, I can't use it again for a long rest.
But it says, and it's celestial warlock.
No, it's oh yeah, that's
what I
my
just
class.
looked up is it said Protector Asimar and
Mhm.
the Celestial Warlock. But you are a Celestial Warlock. So it should be in your class features or either one. But
Yeah,
to make it go on, don't worry about it. Like you can use it, but like we're not going to worry about where it's located. We can do that.
Okay.
Wait, so you said in the middle of my bonus dash, I saw all that stuff and I stopped right there. When I saw it, could I change where I was moving to go right there and hide behind the flap of that tent?
You can go there and try to hide. You're gonna have to roll very high. I mean, he's already was looking in that direction. You popped up.
All right.
If that makes sense.
Let's see if I can roll high.
And like,
nope, 15.
Yeah, even if you roll like a natural 20, it wouldn't be like you're hidden. It would be like maybe he doesn't go over there to go engage you. Like he's still gonna know you're there because it just doesn't make sense of
right.
You hiding really good is gonna stop what he already knows.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna hang out right there.
Gotcha. And as of Soul, I'm looking at it right now. can deal extra. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you want to use it, and then we'll just have to look at it, see what it does, and remember to add it on.
Okay.
So we roll initiative though for everyone. Ooh, Geary rolled
Jesus.
a nat. Oh, that's a 7. Okay. Ooh, looks like a fucking 1 to me.
Baby.
I rolled a 3.
No.
I also rolled a 3.
Hey,
I
let's
got a
go.
5.
I can take it.
I'm writing these down real quick.
God damn. Here we go again.
Be like that.
So after Echo just finished it, Soul, Enegron, Geary, and Jonathan are going to be up next. Because this is kind of like the surprise round. You didn't know exactly where y'all were. So come up with what y'all want to do. Kenny, do you say anything?
What? Oh, I yelled out, the baby's a fucking demon now.
It's a demon, baby. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
I don't know about that one. But
The demon baby. Time to put it down.
13.7.
huh? 0.7.
3.17. What the fuck? That's 3 plus 3. Oh, I guess just take the 17, so you had roll the 13.
3? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
I've never seen that before in my life.
Me either. But anyways,
In point numbers now?
running out these.
That percentage die.
Just in case if somebody else rolled a 13, he's slightly faster.
Yeah, I'm a little better, boy. Jeez.
Built
Fast as
different.
fuck, boy.
Okay,
Fucking
so
built.
how y'all finishing y'all's little get up?
I do the thing. I activate Radiant Soul.
Okay. Actually, real quick before that, what is your dexterity?
My dexterity, like flat dexterity,
Yeah.
it is 10.
Okay. Jonathan, what is your?
Mhm. Also 10.
So y'all can go at the same time. I was gonna see who went first.
Oh, let's go. Want to hold hands as we go up there?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would pretty much just be probably. Yeah, probably be next to her. So right here, where I would be. And then just as my precaution, I would like unravel the chain from me and then have the hellfire turned on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it for me.
So, Anagron runs over here. He sees all that happening. You hear him like say like, "Oh, I gotta get a good angle." So he runs over here. He sees the baby. You hear him like, "Not the baby, no." Soul.
Yeah, I want to activate Radiant Soul. And I just want to fly straight up 30 feet.
You want to fly up in the air 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not like this, just...
No, just straight
just
up from where I am. Yep.
Okay. That will put you, like, within 60 feet of them, just so you know.
Okay.
Dang, should have you fucking pick me up.
Drop you down.
Yeah,
say,
just fucking
Fall
smack him with the
damage be a
chain.
bitch though, so y'all be careful.
Yeah.
Call this one the Inferno Bomb, and then just chunk him.
Jeez, hold up. That's in the bank. That's in the bank. Hold up. For future references, that's fine.
Okay, so the first person to go is the cloaked figure. So as y'all get a better look at this guy or gal, you see completely black cloaked figure, and on his face is a gray mask, and it has just normal features, but it does have the runes inscribed on the mask itself. And as you're looking at it, y'all can let the hands higher, it's louder, louder. Clearly bright. As that happens, you see both the arms fully snap on the baby, and then they start growing and getting bigger in size. So now he has like a smallish torso, and he has like his legs and arms are getting bigger, and his head splits open more. You start seeing like fur come out of the back of his head and on the back of his arms. And you start hearing now just no more baby sounds, just more guttural, just. He starts like hitting the ground, and each hit starts making like little craters underneath his hands. And you see him just chanting louder, louder.
It is most definitely the Hulk.
And the next one to go is now Anagron. So he is going to look at the character sheet real quick to see something. Okay. So he's going to walk up over here, and he's going to take a shot at the masked guy. Yeah, really no reason to ask what's happening.
Smart.
And we have, we do have spells. But he's going to take a shot with this pistol. So you see Anagron come up. You hear him like say underneath his back, like underneath his mouth, fucking bastard. Pulls out flintlock iron pistol and points it straight at him. You hear a little tss, and a huge puff of smoke as an iron little ball goes straight towards him. And you see the masked man sitting there, and it 19, and it hits him right in his face. Throw some.
Right in his fucking eyeball.
Ooh, that was max damage. Damn. So as the bullet goes to hit him, it like hits his face mask. Part of it kind of break off, and underneath his that little part of him, you like a reddish skin.
That's not a man.
I have a hunch.
Not a man.
That doesn't sound like it's a man.
And then now the next one is Gary. Gary is going to come up here, and she's going to take something out of her like little bag. It just looks something that's like magically inscribed, and kind of like a little sheet of paper, and she's going to throw it at the baby.
What?
Kobe.
Alright.
He fucking throws.
So this is just a dexterity throw.
Fuck.
A 13. It does land on the baby. So as she takes this out, she throws it. You see like the magical inscription on the paper kind of explode off the paper, go around the baby. And as that happens, you see like the growing kind of cease to stop. But at this point, the baby is already like 80% like thing and 20% baby. The thing that kind of stopped is like the torso's already been ripped open. You see like a more muscular chest coming out of it, and like his arms and legs are already fully formed, and his head kind of has like a half baby face on like one side, and the other side is like a way more larger like hairy mask growing out of it that has like one giant red eye and a like a big kind of looks like a gorilla ear on the other side. You just see his mouth kind of ripped open on the baby side that goes up towards his ear, and you just hear like a loud screech from him.
It doesn't sound bueno.
Next is Gorilla Baby.
Oh no.
So as y'all get a look at him, he has like his like darkened skin from the baby still patched all throughout his body from where it kind of got ripped open and formed. And then on the other parts, you see a reddish skin tone of I can't get at it. I don't know how.
Demon gorilla.
I guess you can zoom in. Probably good for the stream. You see this other like bluish skin tone for whatever creature got summoned through this infant, and then like any of the hair that sprouted out is like reddish brown tone, and his fists are now like the size of like I don't know meatloaves, and and he definitely has way more arms than he does legs, but now he just has like a red look in his eyes, and his baby face kind of still looks like a sorrow to it, and then his gorilla half of it is just like a angry screaming look to him, like he's crazy uncontrolled. And as Gary threw that paper on it, you hear the masked man kind of yell, and do any of y'all understand? Right.
You say it was Abyssal?
He was before Enchant, correct. But any of y'all speak Infernal?
No.
Johnny, I swear. If you don't.
No, I don't.
It's your name.
Look,
Okay,
bro,
well,
my
look, I
parents
wasn't
didn't
an
want me to
infernal
learn it,
being.
okay.
I wasn't an infernal being. Okay, I was a human. Somewhat, but still. No, I only speak Celestial and Common.
So then y'all hear in like a, not like the Abyssal was more throat, more deep, more like diaphragm. This one has more like anger to it, more quick and kind of cut off, and you just hear him like I don't fucking know. Jesus Christ, I didn't
He's
think
speaking Spanish.
he's like, oh puto. No, you just hear him
Angrily
kinda,
just speaking Spanish.
like kind of like when he says the word, it almost feels like he's throwing it at Gary, like quack. I don't know, whatever. He does one of those words. And the you notice though on his mask and on his hands the enchantments or the runes start fading away. And another thing, throughout this encampment, y'all have seen more people that are consumed and shrunken and not dead. A couple dead, but most of them not dead. But the same type of thing that was happening to the other guy. But though
The life
it
being
is,
sucked out of him.
yeah, it is Gorilla Baby turn. So he is going to jump right in front of Geary and let out three smackarini. There it is. All right. So I'm gonna have to roll it. A bit weird. 2d6. Do that twice. Roll a d. There we go. The 9 and a 6, and he gets a plus. Ooh. So he's fucking hitting Gary. 13 plus 8. So he jumps like right on Geary, and you just see this massive hulking creature take 2 bites out of Geary, and she like throws up her hands. You see just pieces of flesh get ripped off.
Jesus.
And then
and then
you see the gorilla reel back his fist, and go to hit her. He has multi-attack.
Jesus.
13 plus 7.
Didn't want to be here, man.
Actually, that's supposed to be plus 7. It's supposed to be plus 5. 18. Still punches the shit out of Geary. So then you see him after he's done biting, come back with like a hammer fist. And Gary still goes up to block it, but it brings her down to one knee as it slams down on top of her arms. And that's be Max. And you hear Gary like yell out, "Fuck!" as that happens. And then when you look at her, you see like her arm is a little bit not straight. Like it's not broken, but it ain't like it was. And then next is going to be Jonathan.
Oh
wait,
man.
no, sorry, Echo. Forgot. You rolled a 3.
Did roll a 3.
All right. So I'm gonna move right behind the gorilla baby.
Gorilla baby.
And I'm going to attack with my short sword.
Okay.
21.
That's 20 to hit.
So I assume I hit him?
Yeah, sorry.
Is that a crit though?
Nope.
No, because I have a +5.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
4 damage.
Wait, 4 damage? Oh yeah.
No, it's 4 plus the sneak attack because he was sneaking. Right?
Oh
Or
yeah,
no?
sneak attack too.
Yeah, so like
Well,
in this case,
guess so,
I think
yeah.
it would. I mean, this is like a crazed animal that locked onto Geary. Sneak attack it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep. So 10 total.
okay, sweet. So are your weapons right now regular weapons, or are they like blood huntered?
I'm gonna say regular because I don't even know what blood hunter means. Oh,
You're 2 levels of
they're-
blood hunter. So like
I have
thought,
one level.
one level. I
but-
thought. Sorry, go
Yeah,
on.
I didn't activate the blood curse
Okay, that's what I was asking. All right. So as you
because
go
I
to
needed a level for the one I picked.
so
Yeah.
as you go to like cut it, you definitely cut through and you cutting off like flesh. But as that's happening, you slowly start seeing like a little bit of the flesh heal back a little bit. Like when you cut it, a little bit of the tendrils kind of relink, just a small amount.
Hmm.
Is that all you're gonna do?
All right. As I see that happen, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage, and I still got 20 movement, which will let me go. Oh, I'm going to go right next to the fucking chanter.
And that ends your turn.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Soul, you are up.
All right. First thing I'm gonna do is I still have that longbow, right?
You do. Did you get arrows? I think you did.
Yeah, I got a quiver and arrows. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Geary. So that'll be
She's
15
35.
points.
She's 35 away. Can you do that? I don't know how far it goes.
Cure Wounds. Oh fuck!
I think
Cure
it's
Wounds is
60.
touch. Oh, Cure Wounds is touch. Okay, so instead, I will use 2 of my D6s as a bonus action for Healing Light.
Okay. And that one's ranged.
Yeah, within 60 feet.
Dope.
Okay, so 2 uses. Two D6s. That is 10 points of healing to Geary. Then, now that I have my action, I guess I will use it
Yep,
to
I will.
Oh, use the longbow. My bad.
Oh.
yeah. I'll use the longbow. I guess I'll use the longbow. My bad. I just had to make it not a packed weapon because it's a normal weapon. There we go. All right, so I get a +0 to hit. It's not a packed weapon.
Jesus.
So there we go. 14. Oh, for the masked man, by the way.
Oh, you're shooting the masked man.
Yeah.
That-
The 14.
That does hit.
Ooh, let's go. All right. 1d8. Just 3, but I will use Radiant Souls. Is it? And once on each of your turns, you can deal extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage to it with an attack or a spell. The extra radiant damage is equal to your level, so I'll do an extra 3 radiant damage to the guy.
Dope. So as you shoot your longbow at him, he puts up his hand and like it hits him in the hand. And you kind of see him catch it, and and it goes through his hand, but he's like kind of smirking a little bit. And then you see like a little light start, and then kind of like an expansion of an explosion in his hand, and it kind of implodes back on itself. But as that happens, it hits him, and then kind of smirks, and then you hear another like, "Pwah!" And as it explodes. And then before that, though, you see Soul in the sky, and it's dark out. You see like light kind of form around him, and it goes into a ball, and he kind of sends it towards Gary. As it hits Gary, you see like Gary, who's on her one knee right now. You see her kind of start picking back up. You see her start getting back up. As the monkey had like, because the gorilla smashed with this, you start seeing her get like a little bit stronger. She starts picking up and like fighting against the strength of the monkey. And then Jonathan Inferno.
Okay. I think I'm going to move right here. Because that is within 10 feet, right? Yeah. And then I'm going to. He's not focusing on me. He's focusing on Gary, right? Yep. So his back is towards me.
Right now, you're at his right side. His back would be here.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll move over there. Actually, I'll move. You say right here?
Well, if you want to completely flank him from his back, you would have to be on the opposite side of Gary.
So like over here somewhere?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's still within my movement, so that should be fine.
We'll make it happen.
So what I want to try to do is I'm going to take out my, like, I already have the chain unraveled, and I want to slash him on the back of one of his ankles.
Ooh, got the cankle slash. Right, get it.
Yeah, kind of like slash him in the Achilles heel type of thing.
Okay.
Let's see.
Jonathan Inferno's signature move.
12 to hit.
So
Cankle
as you go to
slash.
slash him, it does hit, but the toughened skin of like the gorilla hide is a little bit more tougher than you thought. So when you go to slash it, it just rips off more hair. It does not hit.
Jeez.
So it doesn't hit. Okay.
Does not deal damage.
Okay. He noticed?
I would say, yeah, if someone chained my ankle, whipped my ankle with.
Wouldn't fucking notice.
Like him noticing doesn't really make that much of a difference. He's engaged.
Let's see. Nah, that's pretty much all I can really.
Well, he's flanking, so wouldn't he get advantage on his rolled hit?
Mm.
Oh yeah,
actually?
do that.
I just roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, D20.
D20 or my same
Roll and attack.
my same attack?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, your hit die.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, I helped.
So that does hit.
Thank
He
you.
Definitely noticed.
Thank you, Echo, my man. I'm not useless after all. I think actually, you know what? I think I fucked up. I think I accidentally hit it twice. Or no, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I see the first one. Did you
the first
ignite?
one.
Okay.
Did you ignite the?
I did. Yeah, it was already on fire before I even got in the fight.
Oh, my bad. Reading one thing real quick. Okay. So, never mind. As you go to slash at his Achilles, it rips out a nice chunk of the back of the ankle, and then just like before with Echo, you start seeing the tendons start reach back up and start connecting. But as that happens, you see the flame from your whip kind of cauterize it and kind of prevent it from happening.
Oh.
Is that gonna be all?
Beautiful. I want to turn my face to the demon. Assume you probably won't understand me, or maybe I don't know. And I'm just gonna say, "You're gonna be punished for your sins."
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
So as that happens, he looks at you, and then he kind of spits in your direction, and you hear him say, "No, it's me, but y'all will." And then you see him reach out
Southern?
and Kenny, make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh. Wisdom? Fuck. 14.
So as that happens, his hand grabs you in the head, and then you see a violet flash of purple on Kenny's head. And then Kenny, what you see is your body stays there, but you kind of get like in your vision, you're like a floating above your body, and you see in like the next couple of instances, you and him fighting, but then you end up seeing him like run you through your chest, and you drop dead at the feet. And then a second later, you go back into your body, and his hand's still there. It goes off. It causes you to have fear for him. So,
Oh.
because you saw like another reality of you dying.
So frightened?
So, yeah, frightened. Oh, look at there. I didn't know that was going to work.
Echo is frightened.
And
So
then
I can't willingly move closer to the source of my fear, and I have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of my fear is within line of sight. Bullshit.
And as that happens, you then see him with his hand kind of like still by your head, point his other hand at Jonathan, and then Jonathan, make a wisdom saving throw.
But before I do that, that wouldn't be considered necrotic damage, right?
You
This
have
would just
not
be
been
specifically. Okay. What'd you say it was wisdom saving?
Yep.
16.
So you see him point his hand at you, and you see a deep red like aura from his hand pulsate at you. And when it hits you, you kind of put your eyes back. When it opens back up, you see yourself younger, and you see your parents there, and you see them get like cut down. And he isn't the one not cut down. How did your parents die?
They died in a
Fire, right?
part of the routine. And no, they died in like an entertainment act. Like they fell wrong and like broke their neck.
So you're Robin Hood. Not Robin, you Robin.
Robin.
So
yeah, that's one way to say
so what
it.
how exactly did they fall? Did a rope break? Did they just trip?
Yeah. They were doing kind of like a routine where kind of like, you know how you see like in Cirque du Soleil where they have like one person's like hanging down like on a swing thing and they have to pick the other one up and they have to go like that or whatever.
The
Yeah,
trapeze.
it's kind of like that.
So
Yeah.
you are Robin.
Literally Grayson, yeah. Nightwing.
Yes, except okay. Look, in lore of fucking Ghost Rider, it was one guy, his dad, died on a motorcycle accident.
We got
can't really
Ghost Rider
do that
from
here,
Wish.
so can't really do that. So yes, we're a trio of like entertainers,
Okay.
and then they both fell and then died from the act.
So
Yes.
from where you saw it happening, right next to you, you see the masked man, and you hear him kind of tisk and says, "So this is how he killed them." And then you get warped back, and then you see him look at you, and just he shakes his head, and you see from where he got shot, you see a smile start curling from the edges of his lips.
I just get pissed off.
You are allowed to be mad, yes. I'm not gonna.
Well, like, I mean, like, am I frightened or anything?
No.
Okay, yeah.
By the way,
Damn,
Kenny,
so we're gonna roll a 15 or a 16.
well, 15 was like 15 and above, and you don't get the effect
Ugh.
of being frightened, but the event still happened.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
I'm just gonna see that and just get like fucking like blood curling angry and just be like, I'm going to kill you.
and also, Jonathan, in your vision, like up in the Raptors, when that happens, you do see like the shadowy figure of the demon that you made a pact with, or a deal with.
Yeah.
And as that happens, you make make a perception check.
17.
Oh.
Okay, so you see the recognition that in this instance, the demon is looking down, and in your memory before he was looking at you. In your memory now, he was looking at the masked man.
Okay.
It's like before when this happened, you saw him up there when you were younger, and he was y'all were making eye contact. Now it's different. He's not looking at you. He's looking at the masked man. But we go back. It is Anagron's turn. So Anagron, seeing this happening, he's going to come up here. Beg trick. That would help. Seeing he can make one of y'all immune to being frightened, but till the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened. Fuck it. What's gonna happen? If I can make it work. So he sees the fear in your eyes now, Kenny. Like when it happened, like his hand grabs it and like your eyes rolled back. And when you come back, you're like darting around and you're shaking a little bit more, and you're doing like more body mannerisms of like concealment. He's gonna go over there and he's gonna put his hand on your shoulder and cast heroism on you. So a willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery until the spell ends. The spell lasts for up to a minute concentration. The creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spell casting modifier. At the start of each of its turn, when the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temp point. So, you temporarily get 4 health.
Word.
Change that to 26. And you're no longer frightened. And then
Again.
this is action. Go to phone. Jack shit. That's all. He like puts his hand on your shoulder and you hear him say, "You're not here alone." And then as that happens, like you see like where his hand is, you see like it's weird, like an arcane like bluish magic go from it, but at the same time, when it goes into you, you're like anything like more mechanical on your body, like your sword itself, if it had a little bit of a wiggle in it, it's a little bit more sturdier now. That's
All right.
all flavor, by the way. Just saying.
Little flavor.
He's an
Delicious.
artificer, so like his magic is more imbued to tinkering and mechanical stuff. So, you know, if you had that rusty, that little button that got missing, you got the button back. Okie dokie.
That causes you not to be scared.
You feel a sense of. So, Geary, and I'm sorry, I said she had a bow. She does not. She has a cross. So, and they're hand crossbows, but she has one that is an all white one. It could be made out of ivory or bone. And you see her pull it out now, and you see her pull it up and put it like right underneath the chin of the gorilla. Oh wait, that's supposed to be it. This he does have feet. Nope, regular. That's cool.
He has feet.
Hopefully to him.
So
He'll
you
get fucking
see-
ripped off.
you see her in this crossbow. It's like a small hand crossbow, but where the wings come out, you see them like overly arched forward, pretty much. And then, but when she puts it on there, she pulls the trigger. You see it completely go all the way down. So like it doesn't look like necessarily a crossbow anymore, more like a pistol. But then it just get launched, and when it launches, you see like a kind of reminds you a little bit of Soul. You see like a fine light, like just shoot straight up through the like into the baby's like bottom jaw. And Soul can see this. Soul can see this because he is looking at the front of the gorilla baby. It kind of goes like through the bottom of the mouth, and like you see outside the mouth, like the light just kind of shoot back up.
Okay.
And Jonathan, you just see like a little burst of light. And that is going to end her turn. Next is the gorilla. So the moment that y'all engaged the masked man, the gorilla looked a little bit less crazed as to kill, and now his attention, you like when y'all went over there and Kenny, you went right beside him. Jonathan and Geary kind of noticed his attention kind of shifted a little bit from Geary. So he's going to come over here. You're right there. And he's going to make an attack on Anagron. Oh yeah, and y'all get opportunity attacks on him.
Oh, word.
Geary would get an opportunity to attack also, right?
Yeah, both.
So how exactly does that work for?
Just roll a regular attack.
Should be. I don't know if you add modifier on the damage.
Oh,
But
on the.
You
I
should
don't know about all
still
that.
you should still be able to roll like your attack.
Like with my chain whip?
Yeah, they make one
Okay.
melee attack against the provoking creature.
I thought he had to move out of the attack range.
That's true.
Oh
So
yeah, true.
I think it'd be
Sorry,
just Geary.
it would just be Gary because he's still within your range, John.
Oh, so he had to move out of my attack range for me to be able to get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she's gonna try to,
how?
Huh?
Oh, that's still this. Never mind. You're right.
and she will get an attack with her short sword. Not the best. So as he starts to run away, you see her try to like fumble to grab the short sword, and right at the time she like pulls it and slashes at him, it just kind of cuts like the back of his tricep as he's charging forward. And when that happens, part of the damage, like the slice, it doesn't look like it's as deep as it initially was. It starts kind of mending from the inside. But he's not looking like he's having a good time. It's looking a little rough.
Was a baby like 10 seconds ago.
You're right. So he is going to. Okay.
Yeah. Look, make sure you don't kill me in one shot.
Okay, he's gonna make a his first bite attack against you.
All right.
That is an 18.
That hits.
Oof.
Wait, against Echo or Anagron?
It's gonna be against Echo. My bad, because Anagron is not the one that engaged. That is going to be.
Well, I didn't really engage him. I just moved right next to him.
Okay, let me rephrase this. He engaged you, but
Yeah.
you're the sense
I
of
took
it.
4 damage.
You took 6 damage.
Oh.
And then he's
Alright.
going to make a fist attack against you.
Ugh.
So you noticed he had 3 initially, but since he started looking rough, oof. He's only
That misses.
2 attack. Well, he has an add of 5. That's just a solid roll. Remember, he has attack bonuses, so that's a 19.
No, he hits.
And that's going to be another 5 damage. So as he charged over there, you can tell like he's not moving the same way as he was before. Does she have advantage? Sorry. So as he was running over, you kind of see like he's not charging the same way. The slash on the ankle is causing him to more so drag that leg, and the shot in the mouth is causing his jaw to kind of hang open, and his shoulders kind of been ripped open a little bit. So he's only able to make 2 of those attacks, and that's going to end his turn.
Word.
And Jonathan, opportunity attack.
Is this with my modifier still?
Yeah, just make a weapon attack again.
Yeah, still chain whip. That's a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
Break. Okay.
So as you go to whip him, it was frightening, like how his attention turned, because like he was a crazed animal trying to kill Geary, and then all of a sudden he just sprinted towards Echo. And they kind of threw off your little whippy whip, little BDSM. Alright, so
I tried.
Echo, it is your turn.
All right. So
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
fucking
Ain't seeing me no
I'm
more.
gonna use my disengage to move.
Anagron's like, you're a great person. You're awesome. We're gonna
Ooh,
get through
way
this.
the fuck over here.
Oh fuck!
And
You
then
got
I'm
this,
gonna
buddy.
use my bow to attack the fucking gorilla that just bit me and punched me.
You just saw yourself die to the masked man. Now the fucking gorilla beat the shit.
So, boom, here's my roll for the bow. 20.
Nice.
A dirty 20.
You hit him. You hit him.
Let's go.
Then
Done hit his ass.
damage.
Underground really
It's
pumped you
gonna
up, huh?
be
That's some damage there, boy.
because
That's
it's
a
not
solid
sneak.
4.
It's not a sneak attack. Yeah.
So as you release the arrow, you see it fly through it, and it kind of where the already hurt jaw part is. You see it shoot like right back into the throat of the jaw.
Shot into his throat.
Yeah.
Damn.
And now out of his mouth, more like blood is gurgling. You see like a mixture of like red from like the human baby side, and a little bit of like a purple, more thicker blood.
All right, and it's my turn.
Soul, Birdman, bird person.
I would like to fly 30 feet Geary.
How long does your flight last?
1 minute.
So you can get right up on her.
Yeah. And now would like to cast Cure Wounds.
Like Kenny's head's a little caved in and stuff. Kenny sees the healing going on. He's like, "Yeah, go heal him."
Gary got the shit beat out of her when we first got here.
She did get a little
Yeah,
fucked up.
Gary did not even need to be here, but she did anyway. So
But
yeah,
I think you pretty much healed her
out.
close back to full now with that. So it's like you fly over, your hands start glowing with more like interdimension, like space, like lights. So like you see like flashes of lights, and they kind of implode on themselves. And like when you get over her, like it creates like that kind of like the similar like a cocoon type of healing. And you see as you're doing it, like small stars are forming in the cocoon, and they're like getting absorbed by Geary. And you see like all of the damage that she was taking slowly gets like each star that like goes into her heals like a different thing that got hurt.
Nice. And then question, my healing light is a feature. It doesn't say that it's a spell at all. Can I still use that as a bonus action?
It says bonus action.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So can I still,
yeah, it's a bonus
so I
action.
could, okay.
Like you're saying, can you use it in place of your action?
No. I'm saying I used my action to heal her. Can I use this bonus action to try to heal Echo?
Oh,
It doesn't specify that it's a spell.
well,
like to be an attack essentially. That would be his turn. Like if that was the only thing he could do.
first level, I guess. Yes, you can. I'm not going to slow this down for this. You can heal Echo with it. I'm not. That's silly for it not to, and I'll look it up later. If it is a spell, later
It just
on.
says
Yeah, I'm just gonna Google it. Is healing light a spell? And if the D&D says it's a spell, then
okay.
or it might just be a special spell. Anyways, doesn't matter for right now. Yes, you can.
Right. Well, it's only going to be 1d6 because that's all I got left.
I'll fucking
But
take
it's
it.
6. But it's a 6.
Oh, let's go.
Damn,
Six.
son.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
almost got me back up to full.
Wait, hold on.
As-
It said something.
As
Okay.
Echo's looking at all the healing going to Geary, he's just sitting there like, man, I wish that people liked me. And he looks back up.
Wish my head
and
wasn't fucking caved in right
and
now.
he sees like he looks back up and just, no, and then he sees like another like small planetary star light of ball go towards him, and as it hits him, you feel all warm and gooey inside, feeling good. You probably feel like exactly what it feels like to have these kneecaps.
You don't know what it's like, bro. You don't understand, man. This is hugging me. Look at my knee real well.
Just want to, while I'm doing that, I just want to like start rubbing my, like as I send that healing his way, I want to just like bring up my bronze kneecap into frame to my face as I'm looking at him.
Y'all aren't even fucking wearing these kneecaps as kneecaps. Y'all are having them like as fucking pets.
I mean, sure.
He said to take care of him.
I asked him what
it.
type of things I could like do to polish it, make it look like nice all the time, you know.
I can't even polish mine. It's leather.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
you
imagine
can
having a
oil
leather
it. You can
kneecap.
oil it up.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Alright, does that end your turn?
Yes, sir. That'll be it for me.
The man that is angry, Jonathan Inferno, it's your turn.
Angry as fuck. Yeah, I'm moving 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 right over here.
Jonathan
Smack
Gracie.
homie. I'm a smack homie right over there with my chain whip.
Does your chain whip have range?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Okay. You do whip him.
17. Hit. That'd be 6 damage.
Nice. Why 6?
It's one. I guess that means I got a 1d4 plus 5, which means I probably got a 1. So
You also have 3 fire damage though.
is that? I thought that was built into this.
So are you looking
No,
on roll
it's
20?
separate.
I'm on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, look on roll 20.
Oh,
Yeah, the
does it
roll
show it
shows up
already?
on roll
Oh,
20,
okay.
and
I didn't see
shows
it
the
on there.
breakdown.
Okay, yeah, the 9 damage. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just letting you know, like when you roll, it like breaks it down for you. And I know like roll 20 is good about adding all multipliers.
Hmm.
So,
I think that's why I'm seeing that now, where it says 2 rolls sent to it. So now I'm seeing it now. Okay.
okay. So as you whip him, like how do you want to whip?
I kind of want to just like kind of slash diagonally, like where his face is. So like, because he already has like that one part exposing. I want to slash in that area where his like eyes exposed. So yeah, like pretty much like try to like rip his eye out or something with it, burn like that side of his face.
So as you go to whip, aim for his head, you do hit his head, but you don't like rip his eye out.
I know.
Okay, I was like, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm aiming for. That's my intent.
Gotcha.
But like, you know.
So yeah, as you like go to whip him, he like puts up his hand and like your whip still like rips around his head, like squeezes it, but he kind of like laughs at you, still like mock you, but then like you send like the hellfire down the chain. You just see like the like around his head and his arm, like it goes bursts into flames.
Oh shit!
And is that going to end your turn?
Yes, that is going to end my turn.
Dope. Next up is the bad guy. So as that happens, you see him yell at you in Inferno again, and then he like throws off your chain. Then you see his eyes or his eye light up with the same purple glow that all the runes and stuff have been happening. And then you see in his hand the same enchantments happen, and all around y'all hear like the final groans of a lot of the people that were still hanging on. And you kind of see like not necessarily souls, but like this energy come into his hand. And then when that happens, you see him look at like Jonathan, and he says, "We'll be seeing you again." And then when that happens, it kind of engulfs him. The orb in his hand kind of gets larger and spirals and engulfs him, and he vanishes.
Son of a bitch.
Mother.
What a coward. Running
I
away.
So is Gorilla Man Baby still there?
Oh, he's still Gorilla Man, baby.
Can I just use my reaction or something just to scream out and just pure anger?
If you do it right now,
It's
scream now,
it's
really loud in
Oh,
your
no.
house.
no, I'm good.
But yeah, of course.
Yeah. I don't even say anything, it's just a scream.
And so
Rarg.
as he leaves, you see the eyes of the gorilla baby, the redness goes away and they get filled with just like a black. And then you see more of a animalistic now nature to it. Still a man or a baby gorilla. Nope. Still a gorilla baby. Nope. baby / gorilla. That's the proper way to describe the abomination. And next is going to be Anagron. So Anagron is going to see what he got. Go. Oh, he has a thorn. He's going to whip that gorilla baby, and he whips it real good. Dun, 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 dun. Damn, son, boy be rolling straight fire. So as he goes to whip the gorilla baby, he's aiming with a previous whip already aimed for. And he wraps around like the ankle that's already torn. As he tears away, you see most of the flesh leave that ankle, and you see a lot of the bone showing now. And the gorilla drops to like one knee. He's not looking good.
So, is the gorilla at this point like? What do you mean by animalistic? Like, is it where it's not like mad at us, like charging at us, or still doing anything, or is it?
It's more so like an animal is hurt and cornered now and has a lot of pain that he didn't realize until now. And now he looks at these people.
Okay. So is it safe to say that he was under whatever spell that this thing was putting on? So now he doesn't have the spell, so now he's just like doesn't know what's going on type of thing?
Yeah, you can say that. But he's also not like a regular gorilla. It's like he like
half baby.
True.
I'm saying that because I wonder if it's something like if we should we need to kill this thing or.
Well, like if you don't kill it, it's gonna try to kill you.
Okay, that's okay. Then never mind.
It's not like
we can't tame it.
Yeah, it's not like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because this was a
monkey.
child. This was a child, and then now like a new animal.
Like
trying to calm it down to see if there's something that we can do to help it.
5% baby. It's 5% human baby. 95% demonic gorilla.
Okay,
And
that's
that's
what I'm saying. If demonic gorilla baby can be tamed, and now I can have a demonic gorilla baby pet, then maybe it would have been worth it. But if it's gonna try to kill us, then never mind.
100%. Maybe if you would have got the baby first and then did the ritual yourself. Huh? Future plot? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna steal a baby.
So next up is Geary. So as he goes away, you see her kind of get out her crossbow and take a shot, and it just goes through the void that he kind of created with this orb. And that's how it is. So when the orb kind of not crushed in his hand, but enveloped him, you kind of saw a little bit of similarity to when Saul pulls out his pack weapons from a void. It's kind of like that same void feel, starts ripping the reality that's around it and engulfs him and kind of starts sucking him into this new dimension.
Wonderful.
Crickets. So Gary's just gonna try to take a shot of this monkey baby.
Baby monkey pig baby.
That's
a nat 1. Nope. So
who does she shoot instead?
Well, no one's
Anagrams right there.
Ooh, anagram.
Anagram.
By the way, Gary has a +11. So
Is she? Oh wait,
she's a.
She rolled a 29.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she
Rest in
max
peace,
rolled her
anagram.
damage. So, let me see the effect. Okay, that's the other one. Thank God, he's not dead. So you see her in a more of a rage. Nope, that's wrong. More of a rage, shoot the bow. It's more of a rapid fire where it's that mass man. And as she tries to quickly shoot it at the gorilla, it hits Anagram and blows off part of his fucking shoulder.
Good God.
You would have put the bronze kneecap on the shoulder.
And
Perfectly fine.
it's Anagram's turn. Oh, fuck! What the fuck? Damn it, Gary! So Anagram is going to disengage an action and run further than Kenny. As he cries. No, you hear him scream out in pain, and when he looks at him, Gary just like has like that sorry kind of look on her, like oh. And like mouthing the words, "I'm so sorry." And then
It could have been worse.
Next is gonna be the gorilla baby. He's gonna go to the closest one to him.
Word. Well, goodbye, lads.
Goodbye. That's gonna make the bite and other attack at the same time. One misses.
Ooh.
The 4, so that's only a 9. The other one does hit. That's 2. That's going to. First one would have been the bite, so that's the 4. The bite. Yeah. Hypothetically less damage.
Does it help if I have my shield?
I already added your shield to your AC for you.
Never mind.
That's why you're at 18.
Okay.
Damn.
You do take 4 damage. So he goes to bite you, and like you put up your whip, and he bites down. But as you're doing that, you don't see like the right hook coming in, and it just like slams into your left rib cage. And you kind of like, you ever seen like those animes that they get punched in the side, and they're like, oh,
A little bit, yeah, like the fucking like spit comes out or whatever.
That's exactly what happened. And then as he's doing that, you just hear like the scream in your face, and you're getting like all this blood of the 2 different types in your mouth.
Delicious.
Next is going to be Echo.
All right.
Kill the
Move it
damn
back
thing,
in.
Echo. Kill the damn thing.
All right. So I'm going to use my attack with my short sword. 18.
Word.
You are flanking.
Another
Advantage.
And a 6.
You miss. It's a 6. No. So deal your damage. You do hurt him. You do slash him. And I would.
So that's 10 total.
Yeah, I would add, since like if this guy was more intelligent, we're gonna have to look into sneak attacking. Cause like in this scenario, you would have ran right past him in front of him, and then stabbed him then back. So it would be a little less. Like maybe it would take 2 turns to get the sneak attack to like set up and then attack, or something else. But this case, easy peasy, the monkey baby. It's gonna deal some damage. So as you slash him, how do you slash him? You don't kill him, but you hurt the fuck out of him.
So
And
I'm
you're
gonna,
sneaky.
as I slash him with my sword, it goes from shoulder to his opposite hip.
Oh, good old hip shoulder replacement. So as he goes to slash, Brandon, you see like you're still kind of in the motion of like blocking off his bites. You just see a sword go from one shoulder down to the hip, and you feel like the weight and the force of the bite kind of slack back now, as like the back of the gorilla kind of gets fucking roast beef carved, and it kind of like drops back. But
You gotta slash him in the other ankle.
he looks like he's crying in gorilla language. Next is Soul.
Oh, I still got my bonus action.
Oh, never mind. Next is bonus action.
2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
So I grab my dagger and I try to hit him with that. Ooh, 23.
You do hit him, and it's a dagger.
I don't. Yeah, I don't get my damage modifier, so it's just a D4.
And you might.
Is this also with sneak damage?
No, you can only sneak damage one
It's
time a
once a
turn.
Oh.
Because it kind of defeats the purpose.
Ooh,
You know.
max 4. Yeah.
Wow, that's what you had to do. You killed the monkey baby. How do you kill him?
Fuck yeah. Dagger straight through the back of the throat.
Dang, that's a good
Right
visual
through the
for
back
you,
of the neck,
Jonathan.
yep.
So, like, you have this gorilla biting at you, and you see him like go down. You're like, what the fuck? And then like you just see like right like where your whip is, you see like a dagger. Like maybe how long is this dagger? You got a thick neck.
About 7 inches long.
So like you see
Pretty
like
wicked dagger.
you see like 2 to 3 inches like of a dagger shoot out, like switch to one side. You like the neck kind of flap open, and the gorilla baby just like. You hear the final cry of the baby, just mother. No,
And as he falls, that's what you get for punching me in the face.
I'm just a baby. I'm sorry. Y'all all killed a baby today. 5%
Oh, that
baby.
fucking video. But I'm just a
5%
baby. I'm just a baby.
Didn't do a single point of damage to the gorilla.
I did not participate in the baby killing today.
I mean, all I
But
did
you
was
kept
slash
us
at homie's
alive.
ankle. That's all I did.
I ain't touched that.
I didn't do
And
too
his face.
much.
Anagron
Oh,
is
I
like,
forgot I did do that.
like
yeah.
y'all are sitting there like, oh my god, you just hear like,
Yeah, I go over there. I go over there and I will cast Sacred Flame on him. No, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Finish him.
Jesus. Your wounds
Cast
on him
it.
just to kill him again.
Cast it.
11.
Nice. He's feeling much better.
Then I'll also use my fucking feature. I think it's an action too, though. Actually, let's see. Facial feats, healing hands. Yeah, as an action.
Well, so y'all are out of combat, so y'all don't have to worry about initiatives. You don't have to worry about it being an action, bonus action. Y'all can do what y'all want. So as y'all look around, the people that y'all saw that were hanging on are dead. The last of their life was drained out before he left, and you noticed pretty much everyone in camp and a little bit outside of it, animal, person, doesn't matter, all of it was consumed. And you also notice that this happened not too long ago. The fires are still going. Like, you look around the camp and you can see like where people were still going about their daily lives. It looks like it happened more so like out of nowhere versus something that was like premeditated and everyone was involved with it, or there was a battle.
Word. I think what I would probably do first is I'd probably just like put my hand on the head of the baby and baby fucking gorilla thing. Just be like, "Oh, sorry, little one. You did not deserve this. This was not on you. You have committed no sins."
Okay.
I would like to just move over here. And then I'm gonna just take some time to myself. I'm down here.
I just witnessed the murder of a baby.
Yeah, I didn't touch that baby at all.
I need
so
my
it's like-
safe space.
Sorry, Hannah.
Like as I
Go on.
as I
sorry.
pass Anagron, then I cast my healing on him. I just keep walking. I don't say anything. I just keep walking to this little area, and I just like squat down and just with my head hanging low, my hands over my head, and I just fucking sit there and I just think.
Would it be really fucked up if I shape change to look like the the gorilla?
Yes.
I mean, you would be a smaller version of him, right?
Oh, how
First
what was the
instinct would be
size class of
to
it?
attack you now.
Large.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't change into it.
Oh, yeah, he was a big boy. Like after the
Yeah.
change, he was like 9-10 feet.
Damn. Yeah, because I can't change my size class.
So as this happens, you see Geary like run over to the man that y'all healed initially. Which, holy shit, wow, he's alive because y'all did heal him. He was gonna be fucking
Hey,
beef jerky with the rest of them if y'all didn't do that.
bird.
He is unconscious still.
I'm still doing my thing unless something.
So Geary picks him up and brings him probably over here to the main camp. And you see her take out a healing potion and kind of shove that shit down his throat. And you see him kind of wake up and he's looking around, still in fear. And you see Geary like, whoa, 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 whoa. Chill out. Relax. We killed the baby gorilla thing. The masked man got away, but you have to tell us what happened here. And the man's looking around, a little untrustworthy. And he looks over and sees a giant baby, and you see him like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? And then he makes like a recognition, because you can kind of see like still like a fourth of what the baby's face used to be. You see like tears swell up in his eyes. And it takes him a couple of minutes to kind of recomposure himself. And he sits up and he starts explaining what happened. So that masked man showed up a couple of weeks ago. They had been a camp here, and they were just trying to start their own little village. There's a couple of people that came from different walks of life that met up in Pitta, and then they decided to get out of Pitta and, just make a little village. So they were doing that here along one of the main roads, and this man showed up a couple weeks ago, and he was extremely nice. He wore the same black robes, and he just started helping out. He was one of the ones that really helped get a lot of the houses up because he knew magic. So he would use that to get up the housing and clear out a lot of the rubble and a lot of the manual work. In the last couple of days, people started noticing engravements around the camp and the different woods and the trees and the stone cliffs right here. And they started asking him and questioning him about it. And he claimed he didn't know what happened, but the guy's wife saw him do it, and she was pregnant at the time. And whenever she confronted him, and you can see a body of like a woman over here, kind of confronted him by himself. And that's kind of where the placement of most of the people were in their daily life. She didn't like group them with them. But when she did, though, he activated some form of magic, and everyone slowly had those runes pop up on them, and they could feel the life getting drained from them. And the wife told the husband to run, and he's not proud of it, but he did try to get away. But he realized the further away he got, the more it drained him. And then he makes the realization that the masked man must have taken the baby out from his wife, and that is the baby that y'all saw right now, the baby gorilla.
Damn.
But he says the moment he saw him next, after his wife confronted him, he wasn't the same man. He was like a reddish fiend. And he said he put on a mask, and then once he put on that mask, that's when the magic started happening.
So we just had to take the mask off of him.
I doubt that. Anagram shot it, broke it.
Oh, but
a
it
little.
didn't. It didn't go all the ways off, right? It was only like half of it was off.
Yeah.
And after he's done explaining, you just see him start breaking down. He just starts openly screaming and crying and like crawls over to his dead, gutted wife and just like holding her and like telling her, I'm sorry and it'll be okay. And he starts going into a little bit of hysteria.
Can I walk? Can I now show up and just go over to her body?
Yeah.
Just like.
You're still flying.
Man.
You're flying, by the way. You're just like, woo.
I just want to land next to her softly then. And I just want to do a little prayer for her and then do a prayer over the baby as well.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I look around and see if I can see any more clues as to who the guy actually was or where he came from?
You can make some investigation. Like roll an investigation check. Now someone can help you do it, or someone else can check. But for most checks, for checks like this, we're only going to be allowed one help or two separate rolls.
All right, because I have +5 to it.
And you have to do to what your character would like. Don't metagame it by saying I have the highest roll.
Oh, okay.
So
actually, no,
I'll
do the help action for him.
Would Jonathan do that? Would Jonathan help Echo search, or would Jonathan search by himself?
No, I think Jonathan would help.
Okay.
I'm busy right now.
All right, so I'll do it with advantage. Oh, not good.
So you'll find a good amount of the runes that he's talking about, and y'all really can't make any sense of it. Really no runes that y'all have seen. And it kind of looks like the runes are in different languages. None of which that y'all speak, but the style it is a little bit.
So different languages from like each of the runes, like they're in multiple languages, or just a different language than we know.
There's a couple of languages spread out amongst the runes that y'all have found. That y'all can assume because the style of the characters and the runes don't match 100%. Like it's noticeable.
All right.
Gary is going to get up, kind of pat off her clothes and do a deep sigh, and she says, I'll go get the fucking horses. And you see her kind of walk off to go get the horses.
Can I go with her?
Yeah.
I want to go with her.
What about Anagorn? What's he doing?
Anagorn was looking around. He didn't really see anything. He's more in disbelief of the guy's story, and like what the guy said really kind of, you see him kind of like recess back into himself a little bit, kind of not necessarily daydreaming, but it gets something on his mind, and you can kind of see he has a little bit like a self-anger that there was really nothing that y'all could have done by the time y'all got there to help the situation any more than you already did. So Gary comes back, I guess Soul, with the horses, and Gary looks around and she says, well, shit happens. This is why we're doing what we're doing. This is why we're going where we're going. This shit doesn't stop by itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about y'all.
What the?
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
He's fucking back.
You know what? You get boink.
Me? What? It's me?
And she starts getting over, and I can't go back where you belong. Going over and not necessarily checking the dead, but she is looking for a place to lay down. You could kind of hear her call over. Sitting there moping about it's not going to bring them back. It's not going to change the facts. It's not going to do anything. Best get some rest. We got to leave early.
Just want to make my bed back over here.
I'm gonna go into one of the tents and kind of dig around a little bit for anything useful before I go to sleep.
I think I'd go to like this tent area in here.
So just
like this.
You're gonna have to further explain what you're doing, Ken. I feel like you're beating around the bush of stealing, and if you're stealing, say you're stealing.
Well, I'm gonna take anything that's useful.
So as you search, you can do an investigation check.
All right. $14.
So when you're looking in that tent, you're looking around and you find a note, and it looks like it was a note from the gentleman that y'all helped to his wife. It's like a love when they were younger. Something that he wrote to her saying, describing how they're not in the same city. He knows that there's miles apart, but one day they'll be able to spend it together. And just kind of goes on and describes all the dreams that he wants to have with her and the life that he wants to spend with her.
All right. Is he still out there with his dead wife?
100%.
All right.
Leave him, bro.
So I'm gonna go out there and I was kind of poking around and looking around, and I found this and thought you might want to keep it to help remember her by.
As you talk to him, he just doesn't even respond. He's just crying and rocking his dead wife in his arms.
Right. So I just kind of lay it on the ground next to his leg, and then go back in the tent.
You're just sleeping in their fucking bed.
Yeah. Hey, so I was in your room and I found this note. You can have it. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to your bed.
Well, I'm tired from killing his baby gorilla.
Can I do an investigation check to see if there's any like of his like demonic belongings around or something like that?
Is Monic? What is Monic?
Demonic.
Oh. Yeah, you can make an investigation check. I guess what are you looking for?
Trying to see if he has like any text or something, or like, because clearly he has some type of connection to the fiend that I made a deal with. I'm trying to see if there's something around that would maybe help to allude of who this person really was, or.
So I would say, I guess, I'm sorry, probably not, because that's an original investigation check that you kind of did. Was to find information like that. The first, the one that you helped Elko do. So you find pretty much like the same stuff. The runes, like y'all sketched the runes down. Like y'all have that written down, that information. So, so currently there's a lot of dead bodies. Gary doesn't really give a shit. She seems like she is just gonna go sleep over here. And whenever she wakes up, she will be moving on. She actually comes back out and she says, "Hey, hold on. Probably would be smart to have watch throughout the night to make sure we don't get any more visitors of the masked quantity or the gorilla."
I think that's what homie sleeping next to his dead wife or something is probably gonna do. I doubt he's gonna run.
I doubt that he's in the position to be looking around the camp and making sure we don't get killed. I think he's occupied with his wife.
Yeah, he's not in the right state of mind.
Take first watch.
We can just work in shifts.
I'll take the last one.
Yeah, I will take the middle one.
I'll take whatever. Just wake me up when it's my turn. She goes back to sleep. And Anagron is still a little shooken up, but he says he'll take one with Soul.
All right.
So, as the night goes by, you never really stop hearing the silent cries of the guy holding his wife. Well, especially not echo because you're fucking 10 feet away in their own bed.
Yep. See, he didn't eat it.
True that.
Guess.
And when it is Anagron and Soul's turn, Anagron kind of turns towards you and he says, like, well, I just wanted to make sure to thank you for what you did. I got hurt. It made me realize how real this is.
Just looks over and the greatsword's like embedded in the floor in front of me. Blades parallel to my shoulder blades, and I'm just like resting on the fucking hand guards and my chin's on the hilt, the pommel. I'm just looking out and I'm like, yeah, today fucking sucked. Wish we were faster or something. I don't know.
And like as y'all are talking, kind of notice he just stares off for the most part, looking at something and at nothing at the same time as y'all are talking. But everyone's watches goes and comes. Y'all notice the animals slowly started trying to regain the flesh of the fallen people. So if in any of y'all's watches, y'all do see that. As Anagron sees that happening, he's kind of gets up and starts shooing them off and placing the bodies a little bit maybe closer so they don't get defiled by animals.
I help them gather up the bodies and closer into camp.
Okay. The other watches, do y'all? Gary doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, sure.
I don't move the bodies, but I take pot shots with my bow at some of the animals.
That's what I'm saying. That's pretty much what Gary did. Just try to shoot the animal. More out of boredom than anything else.
I was actually trying to get one, so we had breakfast.
Oh, I mean, y'all have food, but there's probably a lot of food in this, little village, huh? They're not gonna eat
fresh meat's always better.
There's a lot of fresh meat on the ground. Can you just pick?
Oh no!
little too far for Echo.
It could not get any fresher, honestly.
They're kind of shriveled up.
It could.
Maybe,
basically raisins.
Not the gorilla baby.
Yeah, it's more like jerky.
You ever
y'all want
to eat the gorilla baby?
All right, so the day and night passes. Gary wakes up and she's looking at the guy and she sighs again. She's like, God fucking damn. She reaches into her pocket and you see her pull out like the stone and she starts talking and she's like, hey, it's Gary. And she kind of gives like how far out y'all were. So y'all mind sending somebody out here. She's in the way she's talking, it kind of reminds you of like how she was responding to Gron. The way she talks, like the words she chooses to use, she's not as much as shitty. More of a little bit more respect towards it. She kind of describes, I don't know if this is going to be kind of what's happening in Alonard, but this is definitely something that's not out of the ordinary. We fought this masked fucking guy that apparently ripped out a baby from some woman's belly and turned into a gorilla. I'm not fucking lying, I fucking swear. Fucking send somebody over here and you see a fucking gorilla baby. Jesus Christ. This is exactly what you sent us to do. And we're doing.
Gorilla baby.
But we're going to keep going forward. This kind of makes it a little bit more urgent that we get to Alonard and kind of get to the bottom of this. Okay. And it kind of comes up and explains that they're going to send some people out here to help this guy and get as much information from this situation as can get got. Can get got. Okay. Much information that can be had from this campsite.
Get got.
So, you'll get back on horseback and start to head towards Alonard. Currently, y'all are about midway on y'all's path, and y'all did a long rest. So you can go into D&D Beyond and long rest.
And get the rest of my health back.
A long rest.
Take long rest. Confirm.
Long rest taken.
And so, the next couple of days, nothing crazy happened. Y'all do see a couple of other instances of the type of shrinking that y'all saw. But these weren't necessarily in like cities. These were more so with animals. But every now and then, like every day or two, you might find one or two like deer or pig, whatever, off in the distance. Or not the distance, off the main road. But close enough that it's not like a journey to travel to see it. They all see that type of stuff.
So we're going along the same path.
Path that he was going to or coming from.
Can we tell if we're coming across fresher animals or if they're older?
The way that these things die, it's kind of hard. Because like a lot of the ways that you can tell if something's been dead is because they get hardened, they slowly start to decay, but the only type of decaying that might be able to happen is like the skin. That's already like leathery and rough and like jerky like to decay. So I mean you can tell after a couple of days, like the ones back there are probably a little bit older. But it's more so like you see more evidence of animals fucking with it versus like decay. So it's kind of hard to give a definite like, okay, this is where this guy came from. It's just probably an assumption. Okay, this has already been fucked with. So this is probably older than where we came from.
All right.
But so as y'all cross over the bridge and y'all start heading towards Alonard, y'all see the giant cliffs of Ella. So these are the names and the notes. I'll tell you all the name next time. But these cliffs have been here since Thorabine's been created, and it was chosen by the elves, which is the main race in Alonard, and like the Aarakocra and stuff like that, because of how high the cliffs are. And you'll have to cross like a mile or two up to get up this cliffside. And there is like built-in walkways and like kind of like midway stations and stuff, but that's going to be for next time. I think that is going to be where we end it. Y'all did an awesome job, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
Fucking clap to y'all. Y'all healed the guy I didn't think y'all were going to. And y'all healed him extra. Like he was still going to die past that first heal because of the damage. But y'all healed him practically to full health. So it brought him back down to a shitty spot. But he was still alive.
I wonder if that was actually even a good thing or not. He could have been with his wife and now dead child.
I mean, probably good for y'all, huh? Got some more info. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was pretty dope. Y'all did pretty darn good. And I'm starting to gauge the creatures a little bit more.
Nice.
Y'all are
Like to
killing
hear that.
things a little bit harder than y'all supposed to. That was a CR4.
Kind of wanted to get that last kill on the baby
Kenny,
monkey with my bronze kneecap.
Kenny did.
I really wanted to go up there just.
He did the exact damage needed to kill him. He
gonna-
had 4
Yep,
more health.
Yeah.
That 2-weapon combat.
If I had
Max roll damage.
if I had another turn in that, I was gonna try to use my sacred flame and
Chaos it. Nice.
yeah.
We all would have chaos in some way, I guess, if we had the opportunity. So
So
I was gonna apologize to him.
to everyone that's watched, I see a new viewer, or maybe an old one, Marissa. Hey,
Mhm.
ho, what a do, yo? The Flash, bruh. I see you, bruh. Sheesh. Welcome in. This is Ripley's Dungeon, where we play some video games and we do a little bit of D&D, which is some average guys doing some average things, playing some extraordinary games.
you know the
So,
vibes out here.
I just want to tell
Excuse me.
y'all from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you dearly. Y'all the reason why we keep doing this, at least live.
Mhm.
And next week we will not be doing it. We're doing 3 weeks on, 1 week off. So, let me pull up a little calendar day. Not the 29th, but the 5th will be the next scheduled game. They are going to go into the Elven city of Alonard, and we're gonna find out maybe a little bit more information about this Rift nonsense.
Rift nonsense.
Yeah. If we didn't get into that fight, I was gonna be like, at one point, I was gonna ask if I can go off, like, let everybody just like hold back a little bit, and then just like walk off a little bit, and then summon my act weapon again to see if more portals would get summoned like it did in the arena.
That would have been
Yeah.
crazy.
Probably
Yeah.
would have been bad, yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to see if it would happen
What's
or not.
also funny is that I think Gary did the most damage.
I think so, yeah.
Thanks, Gary.
Also, y'all going up there as soon as y'all did stop the gorilla baby from fully transforming.
That would have been insane.
That's what Gary had thrown. Y'all, if y'all asked her about it, she would have told y'all that stopped whatever magic connection that was healing or causing it to progress. So it's just something that Gorn gave her in these situations. He assumes it could maybe also be used to stop rifts, but she only had the one. And Gary, being an asshole, still, wanted to maybe to help the baby in her own way. But that was, yeah. That's what that one.
Word.
But that ends this session of Ripley's Dungeon. Have fun, spread love. I'll see you next week. Nope. Psych. That's the wrong number. 2 weeks.
Got him. Ankles breaking just like that little shit that I had to.
I like
That
how we
shit
just
getting crossed
the
out.
shit got
Full
forgot.
circle, baby. Full circle.
So much love. Mwah, 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 mwah. That's for y'all. I'll see y'all later.